Hello everyone! Welcome to Start the Conversation by New York City Children's Theater. My name is Miss Caitlin. I use she/her pronouns. I am a black woman. I have brown hair that goes to my shoulders. I'm wearing a teal t-shirt and I'm standing against a gray background. Today, we're going to have a conversation about something important. That means we're going to talk about something big. This big thing might be something you know a lot about, or it might be something brand new. It might be a little scary or even a little bit exciting. But today, we're going to talk about it together. We encourage you to watch this video with an adult that you trust. That could be a grandparent, parent, teacher, aunt, uncle, cousin, or even a babysitter. That way, if you have a question or just need to take a break, you can pause the video and talk to your adult. Before we get started, let's help our bodies, our hearts, and our brains get ready to explore our big topic. Did you know that breath helps your body feel ready? It does. So let's take a few deep breaths together. One of the ways I like to take deep breaths is with something called a butterfly breath. I'll show it to you now, and you can join me if you'd like. So first, we're going to put our arms out in front of us and wiggle our fingers. Good. We're going to put our hands together and take a deep breath in through our nose and lift our arms up at the same time, like this. Then you're going to hold your breath, and while you hold your breath, you'll open your arms, kind of like opening your butterfly wings. And then you're going to breathe out as you lower your arms. Let's try that all together. 2 times. Here we go. Wiggle those fingers, hands together. Take a deep breath in, hold it, open, and breathe out. And one more time, arms out, wiggle your fingers, hands together, deep breath in, hold it, open, and breathe out. Very good. How are you feeling? Are you ready to get started? If not, that's okay. You can pause the video here and come back later when you're ready. If you are ready, let's start the conversation. Today, we'll be exploring with teaching artist.
Hi, my name is Cindy Isabel Castro, and I'm a teaching artist with New York City Children's Theater. And I'm here to have a conversation with you. You might have heard of conversations talking about immigration or immigrants moving to the United States. And you might be wondering, who is an immigrant? What is immigration? Well, an immigrant is someone who moves to a new country where they were not born. And immigration is the act of moving to that new country to live. An immigrant is someone who moves to live in the United States from another country. Immigrants come from many different places. The United States has a history of immigrants from Ireland, Italy, China, Japan, countries in Latin America, and countries around the world. And we don't all look the same. And we don't all speak the same languages. Some immigrants come to the United States when they're very young, kids, maybe just like you. And some immigrants come to the United States when they're much older, as adults. I'm an immigrant. I came to the United States when I was 1 year old. And like many immigrants in this country, I grew up here. But you might be wondering, why do people immigrate to another country? Well, sometimes it's for a job, for their family, for better opportunities or education, or sometimes it's to share their skills and their talents with this country. But sometimes when you immigrate to a new country, you might not know the language, and you might not know anyone there. How do you think you would feel if you didn't know anyone in the new country or you didn't speak the language? Can you show me by making a pose with your body on the count of 3? 1, 2, 3. I might feel a little scared. But today I'm going to read you a book called Dreamers by Yuji Morales. And I love the definition that Yuji uses for immigrants as dreamers. Yuji writes, "All immigrants, regardless of our status, are dreamers. We enter a new country carried by hopes and dreams and carrying our own special gifts to build a better future." So today we're going to read Dreamers by Yuji Morales. Let's get started. I dreamed of you, and then you appeared. Together we became amor, love, amor, resplendent life, you and I. One day, we bundled gifts in our backpack and crossed a bridge outstretched like the universe. Adios, corazón. And when we made it to the other side, thirsty in awe, unable to go back, we became immigrants. Migrantes, you and I. The sky and the land welcomed us in words unlike those of our ancestors. What words do you see on this page? I see, say something. What? Speak English. What language do you think our characters speak in the book? Do you speak any other languages? Hello, ma'am. There were so many things we didn't know, unable to understand and afraid to speak. We made a lot of mistakes. How do you think our characters feel, not being able to understand and making a lot of mistakes? Can you show me with your body on the count of 3? 1, 2, 3. I might feel a little confused. You and I became caminantes. Thousands and thousands of steps we took around this land until the day we found a place we had never seen before. What place did they find? A library. Yes, a library that was suspicious, improbable, unbelievable, surprising, unimaginable. What things do you notice on this page that they discovered? I see a truck. I see a spaceship. What do you see? Where we didn't need to speak, we only needed to trust. And we did. Books became our language. Books became our home. Books became our lives. We learned to read, to speak, to write, and to make our voices heard. Someday, we will become something we haven't even yet imagined. But right now, we are stories. We are 2 languages. We are lucha. We are resilience. We are hope. We are dreamers, soñadores of the world. We are love, amor, love. I love the ending of this book. And I want to embody it using my body and my voice by making gestures. So follow along with me. We are stories. We are two languages. We are lucha. We are resilience. We are hope. We are dreamers, soñadores of the world. We are love, amor, love. Can we do that one more time? Together. We are stories. We are two languages. We are lucha. We are resilience. We are hope. We are dreamers, soñadores of the world. We are love, amor, love. Oh, I just love that ending to the book. And it just brings me back to what Yuyi Morales says, that all immigrants, regardless of our status, are dreamers. We enter a new country, carried by hopes and dreams, and carrying our own special gifts to build a better future. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Adios.
Thank you so much, Miss Cindy. Hi, everyone. Miss Caitlin here again. That was a lot of information. Let's give our bodies, our hearts, and our brains a little break. I'm going to turn on some music, and you can move your body in any way that feels good. You can dance, wiggle, stretch, whatever you'd like. Here we go. My brain, body, and heart feel a little better now. We just learned a lot about people who immigrate to new countries. And just like Cindy said, people move to different countries for lots of different reasons. Sometimes people move to new countries to find safety, and people who do this are called refugees. Do you know what refuge means? What do you think it means to find refuge? Show me what you think refuge means in your body. Ready? 1, 2, 3, show me. And shake it off. Refuge means to be safe or sheltered from danger or trouble. So to take or find refuge means to find somewhere where you feel safe from danger or trouble. Where are some places that you find refuge, or people you find refuge with? I know that I find refuge or feel safe at school and with the grown-ups that I live with, like my cousin and my auntie. Now that we know what refuge means, let's talk about people who find refuge in new countries. These people are called refugees. And refugees are people just like you and me who had to leave their country because they were in danger. Some refugees have to leave because their country is at war. And some have to leave because the people in charge of their country didn't like what they thought or said or believed in, and wanted to hurt them because of it. Many refugees would have preferred to stay home with their family and their friends, but it just wasn't safe. So they had to leave and find a new country to live in. And that isn't easy. Both immigrants and refugees experience traveling to and living in a new place for the first time. Have you ever moved before or gone to a new place to live? Maybe you're an immigrant or refugee or know someone that is. Let's imagine that we're all in a brand new place for the first time. And we're going to do this by using our imaginations. So first, let's turn our imaginations on. Ready? Wiggle those fingers. Very good. And take them to your head and wiggle, 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 wiggle. Turn on that imagination. Take a deep breath. And out. Okay. Is your imagination ready? Here we go. Let's imagine you're in a new place for the first time, and things are very different than you're used to. Some of the ways that people are behaving or the rules are the same, but lots of them are different. People are speaking different languages, and there is a lot to learn. You look around and you take it all in. How do you feel? Give me one word or sound to describe how you're feeling right now. Ready? 1, 2, 3, tell me. I hear scared, excited, nervous, shy, lonely. Okay, I heard scared, lonely, excited, nervous, maybe shy. Those are a lot of feelings. If you shared a feeling that doesn't feel so good and you'd like to change, use your imagination to think about something you might do in that moment to help yourself feel better. What's something that you could do to help yourself feel better in that moment? Act it out for me. Show me with your body. Ready? 1, 2, 3, show me. Okay, I see a lot of different options. I saw someone asking, I need help. I saw someone else take a deep breath. I saw someone else talk to their grown-up at home. These are all really good options. There's lots of things you could do to make you feel better, like asking for help, talking to a grown-up at home, making a new friend, and taking a deep breath. Okay, let's jump back into our imaginary new place. Ready? 1, 2, 3, action. Okay, we're back in our new place. And we've just done something to make ourselves feel a little better. But just then, someone walks in and does something that makes you feel really good. They make you feel welcome. What did this person just do to make you feel welcome? Let's imagine that I'm the new person in this place, and you are the person who just walked in and made me feel welcome. Can you act out what that person did to make me feel good and welcome? I'm going to give you a 1, 2, 3 action, and then you can show me how you would make me feel welcome in this new place. All right? Ready? 1, 2, 3, action. Thank you. And shake it off. All right, shake, shake, shake. We are out of our imaginary new place. We're back where we are. Good work. We used our imaginations to explore 3 important things. The first is what it feels like to be in a new and different place for the first time. 2, how to help ourselves feel better when things aren't feeling so good. And 3, how to support someone and make them feel welcome. Now that we've practiced these things with our imagination, it's time for you to practice them in real life. What are some moments when you'd like to help yourself feel better, or the people around you? Immigrants and refugees aren't the only people who experience being new. Maybe there's a new student in your class who moved from a different neighborhood, or maybe you're about to move schools or classrooms. There are lots of ways that we can use what we learned today to support ourselves and our communities. I can't wait to see what you do with your imagination. There are lots of ways that we can use what we learned today to support ourselves and our communities. I was just thinking about how good you all made me feel when you welcomed me when we were using our imaginations. It made my heart feel so warm, and I felt less worried and more free. And you did that. You made me feel more welcome. You made me feel better. You have the power to help people and make them feel better. And I can't wait to see how you use the things we learned in your community. Let's end our conversation the same way we started it, by taking a few deep breaths. Remember our butterfly breath? Let's try that again, 3 times. Arms out, wiggle those fingers, those hands together. Take a deep breath in. Hold it, open, and breathe out. Good. 2 more times. Arms out, wiggle those fingers, hands together. Deep breath in. Hold it, open, and breathe out. 1 more time. Arms out, wiggle those fingers, hands together. Deep breath in. Hold it, open, and breathe out. Good. We talked about some pretty big things today. So if you have any questions, are feeling worried, or just really excited to keep exploring, you can talk to an adult that you trust. That could be a grandparent, an aunt, uncle, a parent, a cousin, your teacher, or even a babysitter. You can also share what you learned in today's video with friends or other people in your community. If you found this video helpful, someone else might too. I wonder how you'll keep this conversation going. Thank you so much for playing, exploring, and feeling with us today. We'll see you again soon for another conversation.